May the Lord be praised. It's such a wonderful day. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. All divine messengers, the only aspect that we say about whether we call him Allah or the Christ or Krishna, the message is love everyone, care for everyone. That these beings live for everyone. That if at all there is a person who cares for everyone, that person is called God. If you live caring for people, you find God within you. Then the search for God is not necessary, because the God will function through you. The divinity will function through you. You are never lost. You don't have to be wondering, where do I go seeking for God, because the kingdom of heaven is found within you. The santosha, the arogya, the peace, the nemadi, everything is within you. So if it is within you, that's what happens to the world. The contentment is in each flower. That's why it is excited and gives lovely fragrance to everybody. The contentment is in every bulb, in every sun, in every object, so that it shines. It gives to you. Every tree is so happy that it gives lovely fruits. Everything in the world is offering things to you. But you and me, dear friends, dear brothers and sisters, are we looking after ourselves only? Have you ever seen a tree grabbing for itself and not giving anything to anybody? Have you ever thought of a sun who is burning out in the sky, offering light and harmony to everybody? Have you ever thought of everything in the universe which is standing up for the other one? Have you realized that there is a wonderful earth carrying us, though we stamp it and kick it all the time? There is no hurt from that thing. Have you realized that there's something wonderful going on around you? Open your heart. The eye is not the one that looks, the heart is the one that feels. Once you open your heart, then you see the wonderful world that existence or God has created for each one of us. You see the lovely beings all around you. Each one, like you see these lovely flowers, there's only one kind of flower, but there's so many colors in it. All these colors make life happen. The light might be white, but you send it through a prism and you find that there are 7 colors intermixed in it. And there are various mixtures along with it. The sound has there is a sound. First there is the silence. From the silence comes the sound. And from the sound originates fantastic music. And whether it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti or sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, they all combine together to form rhythms of world enchantment. Open your eyes, open your heart, be open all the time. The more you're open, you make the world, you be part of the world. The more you're closed, you're very lonely. Please understand that. If I closed all the doors and windows in my room and never let any sunlight inside, never let any wind inside, never let anybody inside, and thought I am fantastic, I've got everything, how long do you think we'll last in that cage? Somewhere you will start choking. Somewhere the realization will come to you that existence is there. I have to be part of all the rest of the universe. Somewhere you have to open your doors, open your windows, open everything to let the sun inside, to let the wind inside, to let the water inside, to let the world inside. Then only you will live. So life happens when you are part of everything. So open yourself all the time. The only thing that closes everything is your mind. Because your mind tells you, don't trust that fellow. Don't go with this fellow. Don't anything. He's a Hindu. He's a Muslim. He's a Christian. He's a Shudra. He's a dirty fellow. He's a clean fellow. He's a rich fellow. He's a poor fellow. He's a Hindu. He's a Pakistani. He's a somebody or the other. To make you separate from somebody. Every being is you. That's why I keep changing. Today I had another dress from the North India. I came here to show that these outside appearances don't make a difference. I wear this now and I come to you, I put this thing, I said let me be a true Mussalman inside, because nowadays the world has decided to kill the Mussalman. There's no point in killing somebody and helping other people to live. Existence doesn't kill to make something else live. It supports each other. Maybe there is a non-vegetarian animal, but existence has made a non-vegetarian animal. And that non-vegetarian, there is no non-vegetarian animal which is greedy. They eat till only they are satisfied. They don't go on grabbing and grabbing and grabbing for no reason. They eat till they are full and they stop eating. And there are other animals, scavengers, who come and eat the rest. Like that existence, that's why I said Allahu Akbar. God is great, and every divine being in that existential, magic has found balance for everything. We breathe in and we breathe out. The tree breathes in what we breathe out and gives us what we have to breathe in. There is a magic in sharing and caring and looking after each other, moment to moment to moment in existence. The more you realize this, the more your journey of being alive will be fruitful. The more you'll enjoy having lived life now. Only if you extend your heart, open your heart and extend your arm and put everybody inside, you will find the joy of life. For that, today is a Trupti Bharat. We begin with Bharat, not that we care only for Bharat. There are other countries which are looking after their people, they are looking after. Among other so many countries, like among the Islams, there is a certain amount of money kept called the zakat. Along the Marwaris, they have some amount kept aside. Along the Maplas also they do it. So many communities look after the poorer people in their community. What we are saying is you and me can join together and look after everybody in the world. Why have barriers of only community? The more you reach out, the greater is your enterprise. Instead of serving for 10 people, serve for 1,000 people, 100,000 people, 100 million people. The more you can reach out to 100 million people, the more your energy will be more, your capacity will be more, your thinking will be different. You will be part of the universe. I call upon each one of my little children friends from the schools to keep your mind aside and use your mind to listen to your heart. Your heart will say, I love animals, I love trees, I love beauty, I love wonderful singing, I love beautiful things. Each one of you, look into yourself and see how lovely you are, how fantastic you are, and how beautiful things you can do. Don't you think you, as a person, can be a wonderful friend for your neighbor? Don't you think so? Don't you think you can care for your neighbor? I'm asking you a question. Do you think you can care for your neighbor? Yes, then just turn around and tell your neighbor, I care for you. Just do that thing. Just really. See an unknown person behind and say you care for that person. Maybe you have a little hesitation. See an unknown person and say, I care for you. Doesn't it feel good? That's why, see, I wore this dress again in an Islamic dress because the Prophet says, hug the person 3 times. I do not know whether the Prophet has said it, but in Islamic system is that you hug the person, again hug the person, again hug the person. Somewhere, your heart and the other heart come close to each other. And the heart is where everything lives, dwells. That's why when you tell somebody, I want to do it. When you say, I want to do it, this is my name, all the time your hand comes to your heart. Have you noticed it? Anywhere in the world, whether you are in India or Burma or Russia or Africa, you say, Nanu, Nenu, me, I. Everybody says here, nobody says me. I came. I am going here. There is no I here, anywhere else but here. I. Trust me. And when you really want to care for somebody, you'll come here. You'll catch all of them and come here. Why does every human being do that? Irrespective of your class, creed, religion, or any goddamn separation that existence has done. You must realize that somewhere, if you have space, that heart can open and be open all the time, lovely things can happen. That's why you find, I always tell my Christian friends, I said, I find the Christ with a bleeding heart because he says, why can't people love each other? And spread the message of love. Be aware. Now with that love, we want to show, because people don't simply understand caring in the terms of I love you, I care for you. Many people think it's just thinking, say, dil ka dhadkan, prem ka aag, and some nonsense like that, and you think that's all is love and care. But the love is divinity. The love is divine love, where you care for everybody. It's like a mother caring for the child. It's like a person caring for his country. It's like everybody, like God caring for all his children. It's like everybody which lives in the ultimate system called care. Out of that, now what we do is spread that care through food. That's what we began. So when you eat something, don't waste it. Give it to another person. So if you can go to a 5-star hotel and spend 10,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees on your food, why not spend 500 rupees or 100 rupees or 50 rupees or 5 rupees or 50 paise for somebody else? Depends on how much you think you can give for an unknown person. So buy a ticket and put it somewhere for an unknown person so that somebody else can eat and somebody else can be there. So we took it a little step further. I saw children, many parents will take their children, happy birthday, and they always have to give a gift. So they take them to a toy shop, and the child says, I want that car, I want this cycle, I want that. And that thing costs 1,000 rupees, 2,000. Sometimes they argue, bring it down. Then they said, okay, son, take a car, take some toy car, something else. They buy so many things for the children because they love their children. So what I'm saying is, if you can spend 5,000, 10,000, 2,000, 1,000 for your children, can you spend 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, or 1 rupee, 5 rupee for a child in the slum who has never felt a toy? You may not be able to go and buy something and give it there. So buy a ticket. Buy a ticket which says Trupti Bharat and put it in a dabba there, put it in a box, and some volunteer here, or you can be one of the volunteers, we'll collect it once a week, once a month, and see how many people have cared for another fellow being. And we'll take it together and go to some slum, we'll buy some toys and go to some place where children have never played with toys. We don't have to buy metal or some very foreign looking toys. Many children in the slums can play with a pen cap or can play with an old bottle also and feel very happy. They need something called an educational toy. Can you and me put this money together and build toys which can be assembled and disassembled and create something? Open out their creativity. Do something for the people. Think every time, what can we do for somebody else? If you are buying saris for yourself, can you spend 50 rupees for a person who doesn't have a sari to wear, who doesn't have a shirt to wear, pant to wear? When somebody gets married and they want to spend 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs or 10 lakhs for just buying jewelry, there are so many fabulous jewelers. And you go around now, you see fantastic jewelry shops. And you find people with fantastic jewels and so on. If people can spend 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs on just one necklace, why can't I then request those people, can you spare 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees for a lady who's getting married in a slum who cannot afford a thali, some symbol or some ring which the husband wants to give away for something. This is the ring that my wife gave me, and I gave a similar ring to her. And after that, I've never given any rings or anything. I put some money together to do that, and she put her own money to do that, and we exchanged rings there. How many more people can live that way? Somewhere you see, if your heart is open, many people can live a better day. Feel that little joy inside. Put a little smile on their face. I know we can just say, happy day, happy birthday, happy wedding and something like that. But then we can maybe give a little gift, give a little thing. At least if you can't do it, ask 10 people to get together and do that. That's why one fantastic district collector from Kozhikode, he became a district collector, and he went to a little place where there's an orphanage and where the old people are living, and he found they hardly had any food. Immediately he said the government was not giving food. So he said, let people support people. So he went around, rode town to town, house to house, people to people, and enrolled the local people to support the neighbors. And he called the college students and everybody else and said, come, let's join together and make sure that nobody in Kozhikode is hungry. So that thing was called Operation Sulaimani. We found that he was doing wonderful work, and so we went, and our president went to Kozhikode to invite him and said that today is the World Family Day. We'd want you to join us, sir, today, so that we can give you a Sevak of the Year award. And he said, readily, I love to do that. I'll come and be with you. So like that, today, if the national government, if the central government does not put any obstructions on his path, He is willing, he said, I'm going to spend my own money and come here to this place, not because I want an award, but because I want to tell the people of Bangalore, and I want to tell the bureaucrats in Bangalore that we as bureaucrats and people of the town can make a difference in the lives of people. Such great people live in this world. They have not worked for themselves. People like Mother Teresa, people like so many people, have cared and done so many things. It's only at the end of the day when you leave the world and go, you know how much you've done. So begin now, so that at the end of the day, you know that you have collected something in helping so many fellow beings. All your money that you pack somewhere, all the other buildings that you own, and all the other titles that you own cannot go to your grave. But the contentment in your heart can definitely go. The tripti that you have of sharing care and love and affection to another crying person somewhere, lonely person somewhere, can make a whole lot of difference in your life. So I do hope each one of you open your heart to the world, keep your heart open every day, and many people will use their head to tell you don't trust anybody, but I tell you please open your heart and find every person, even if he's the greatest terrorist in the world. I assure you there's no terrorist actually. That poor fellow called terrorist has felt somebody has grabbed everything from him and he's out there to teach a lesson to everybody. But if he finds that they are loving, caring people, he will see, okay, I made a mistake and I think I should make a care and I should take a step and I should make a difference in the world and become a lovely person. I personally have experienced this thing from so many people in my life. For the past 30 years of my life, I've dedicated myself to see whether I can reach out to the heart of the people and invite them to be nice and kind, and everybody has readily agreed. Maybe you can also do it, because I cannot do this alone, my friends. I need help, and there are so many people here in the Sevaks who join together. Like that, stretch your hand and open your heart and make a wonderful life for you, for your family, for your children, for the neighbors, for the city, for the country, and for the whole world. May you all live in happy, healthy, peaceful world for all the time. Thank you for this chance for me, given to me to talk to all of you. Thank you, Sis Chanson.